Welcome back to the
Joe
Bob.
Sorry. Okay.
Welcome back to the
Joe
Bob
Briggs
Companion
podcast.
How is everybody doing today?
Welcome. We got our
First comment. I was just gonna say we have listeners.
We have listeners.
Welcome.
Thank you for commenting on our YouTube video.
We heard you.
We heard you.
Well, I told you we were gonna see
and
it.
And I responded to that. You know, I quickly was like, we got to comment on my response. We will cover. It was called Rotten Tail, I think, is what it's called.
It's in season 6.
It's in season 6, so we'll get there.
That's not far away.
We'll
I will
get
be honest
there.
with you. We are wrapping up the end of season 7.
Because a lot of the episodes have been taken down.
Yeah, actually, do you have your phone on you?
Yeah.
Will you take it out?
Yeah.
And go to the Joe Bob Briggs Instagram and start a story.
Okay.
So Ringu was taken off of the second half of the witch
start
ringding.
a story. What do you mean by that?
Will you make an Instagram story?
Like live?
Yeah, start one now.
I'm recording.
And
Okay.
go. So Ringu is no longer on Shudder.
Right.
For the second half of Witch's Wingding.
Okay.
So we're recording live right now.
What's happening?
We are doing Slumber Party Massacre. So this is part of the night marathon, 6-episode night marathon from I think a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And we're doing the first episode, Slumber Party Massacre. It felt summery. It felt vibey.
It's a Labor Day episode for them, actually. So
which is the end of summer. I think you keep confusing Memorial Day.
I do.
But it doesn't matter. That's still summer. Labor Day is summer.
Yeah.
So summer doesn't end until when?
Labor
September
Day.
21st.
Oh.
So anyway, we're doing Slumber Party Massacre. Tune in. Watch it. Tune into this. Like and subscribe.
Episode live tomorrow.
No, Friday. Today's Wednesday.
Fuck.
Did you post that?
No.
Post it. This is a weird back and forth because whole thing is going to be in the episode. This is synergy, honestly.
This is how the meat gets made.
This is brand synergy. I think I cannot move in this chair. I don't know. We're going to figure out. I really hope there's not this weird kerfuffle.
Should we switch seats?
Last episode, there's some slight mic issues. I don't know what was going on.
Because you got a new mic.
And I think I was just Mr. Humpty Dumpty in this chair or something. You know.
You are a little fidgety.
I'm very fidgety person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a special guest who's just here for right now. If you're just listening, I recommend you check out the YouTube because there is an adorable dog curled up next to me on this couch.
We're not going to dox him, though.
No, we're not going to dox him. We're not going to blow up his spot. But he's just here just for today.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So you honestly, in talking to the Instagram live, did just explain to everybody what we're doing today.
100%.
Which is exciting.
That's why I wanted to post it.
That was awesome.
So that is, should I say it again?
No, I think I think we know what's going on. But for those who don't know, if this is the first episode, you're just like, wow, what's this podcast? Who's Joe Bob Briggs?
100%.
What's going on? Who are the McCallums? What's happening? I'm MK Cop McCallum, and
I'm
this
John
is
McCallum.
Yeah, and we're married.
And we took my last name.
Yeah.
Just to establish.
We did. And we have this podcast where we watch The Last Drive-In on Shudder.
This is good. This is episode 17. And we haven't done this since episode 1. So I think every 17 episodes, I think we should really just recap.
We actually, at the beginning of last week's episode, we did a little bit of a, here's what we do.
Okay. So I think it's what it is every 16 and 17 episodes, we do a recap.
Or weekly, we have like our one.
So we're the McCallums. We do a companion podcast to Joe Bob Briggs' show on Shudder.
Yeah.
And because he got canceled, we're going now backwards.
To clarify, Joe Bob didn't get canceled. The Last Drive-In on Shudder got canceled. Joe Bob will never get canceled. We love this.
But are you implying that The Last Drive-In on Shudder
is problematic?
Assaulted somebody?
I'm not.
Okay.
But I just
You're just saying the show kind of like the network said, hey, we're canceling the show not for any type of like salacious reason. There's just not the financial backing anymore.
Yeah.
We're ending it more so than
right.
canceling it.
So now we're dipping back into the season 7 archives. Except for today, we're dipping back. We're just dipping into the archives.
We're restarted.
Okay?
We're started back from the beginning of season 1 to finish season 1, and then we're gonna start season 6 from the beginning.
Yep.
Then we're gonna start season 5 from the beginning. Season 4, 3, 2, 1. I will say they become less and less available the further you go, which is why we're doing it like this.
Because Shudder loses the rights to the movies that Joe Bob talks
opposed
about.
to starting from season 1 from the beginning.
Yeah.
We decided to go backwards like this because that's the most available. Season 1 only has 1, maybe 2 movies in it.
But then there are and this is where it gets a little confusing. There are all of these little one-off specials, marathons, this, that, whatever.
Most of them are I noticed this today. Most of them are Halloween and Christmas related.
Right.
So there's that.
Yeah.
And then the July episodes that Joe Bob will do live, because he's actually going to do another summer special.
I know.
Now, again, if this is your first episode and you're like, what in the fuck is going on?
Too much business.
We're
Don't worry
reviewing a
about it.
movie tonight called Slumber Party Massacre.
Chill.
But for everyone else who's like deep in the know, I mean, Joe Bob is doing another July special. Those episodes will come out in August.
Because
that's how we do this show.
Right. Well, we are also, I feel like we should talk about, we're going to backlog a couple eps.
Don't say it. You ruined No, we're going away. And
we're going away. We're checking ourselves into a Grippy Sock hotel for July.
What's a Grippy Sock hotel?
That's like,
whoa, that's some deep. I just got it. I think.
Get it now?
Yeah, but that's like, where did you learn that?
That's just how the girlies and I talk.
So that's okay.
No,
Crazy.
John and I are.
Also, you're not wearing socks, so if they catch your feet, bro.
I already have a wiki feet.
I know.
My rating is kind of low.
That's what I'm saying. Do you want to show it to the video?
No.
Try to get it. Your feet are actually looking pretty good. I think you should show them.
No, they're tucked away.
But I think you need to start flooding the market with more feet because currently.
Because people are taking screen grabs and like my feet look weird in the pics.
I think you're show a nice picture.
I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? Oh, July special.
We're going away in July.
August.
Yeah.
We're just gonna do 2 more. I think it's like Dog Soldier, which is what I said last week. But either way, it's 2 more, and then there's only a couple more after that, and then we're done with season 7.
Yeah.
But those last parts of season 7, this is terrible podcasting. I listen to podcasts. If someone started listing off the things that they were going to do in the future, I would be like, "Are you
realize
out of your
you could
fucking
just
mind?"
change the subject? Instead, you're like still talking about it, and now you're commenting on how it's boring.
Let me just say this.
Which we know that we don't like when people do that.
I heard something the other day on a podcast, and I also don't like self-referential podcasting, but I'll just say, I heard someone do the most boring thing, but then I was like, wait, do I love this? I want to see if you think this is interesting. They were like, there are 16 states in the country that have their capital city is the most populous city. Okay.
That's kind of interesting.
And then they start doing it. But then the person's
I
like,
can't do that.
But then the person's like, doing it is like, and there's like a lot of thinking, but wait, can you do it?
No, I can't, and I don't want to.
Can you do one?
No.
Give me one state where the most populous city is the city in the state.
St. Louis?
That's got to be true. That has to be true.
For Missouri, it has to be, right?
It has to be. Also, do you think Nashville, Tennessee?
I feel like Memphis has more population than we do.
Right? No, but I don't know. Maybe Memphis is bigger. Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, but you also heard no.
Okay, I did hear. I know.
Now
the
you're
answers.
recycling. That's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. Okay.
So where do you want to start?
So wow, I mean, we saw Backrooms.
We did see Backrooms. Backrooms made $80 million the first weekend and then went down 70% to the next weekend and then has gone down another 25% or something.
I'm not sure about that, but I know that it was
amount of percentage.
67% drop off from weekend 1 to weekend 2, which according to my Google searches and my Box Office Mojo searches, anything that's like close to 70% drop off weekend 1, weekend 2 is considered a disaster. But the problem is, not the problem, it's a good thing. They made so much money in the first weekend that like Backrooms still has made a lot of money and they're fine.
Totally.
But it is interesting.
I don't think scary. Spoiler.
Oh, yeah, we're going to spoil.
Okay, well, hold on. I'll bleep that.
Spoiler alert for Backrooms.
And I'll say, spoiler, I'm not afraid of tall pirates.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
Did you know
what?
That that's a real man in that costume? And it's the same man in Alien Romulus.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, it's this. I think it's cool.
Of course, it's a real guy.
It's this one like super freakishly tall actor who's out there just like they're like, you're freakishly tall. You're the alien, the human alien baby in Romulus, and you're this tall pirate.
Doug Jones, the Guillermo del Toro guy. He won't do it anymore.
Hi.
He's over it.
He's just done.
He's like, if you want to cast me, like I'll be me, but like I'm done.
You know what?
One thing I realized watching Backrooms and a couple of the other movies recently, something that I've realized like as a kid, like I fell into scary movies later in life, really with you.
Yeah.
And I've always been like had this like kind of trepidation with scary movies because they actually would kind of like affect me.
To freak you out, yeah.
And in the way where like when I was a kid, I saw this like TV movie or something where this guy gets buried alive and his wife is cheating on him and they like bury him alive, but he comes back to get his revenge and then buries his wife alive with the dead lover and like all this money that she tried to steal, like with the money. And the movie ends like on a scene of like her with a match, like being buried alive. And that movie scared the fuck out of me. Jaws as a kid truly scared the shit out of me of the ocean. So I have these deep fears of being buried alive. I have these deep fears of the ocean. And a lot of these witch movies make me scared of mirrors at night. Mm-hmm. When I am in the bathroom at night, like I just get freaked out. And I kind of always have. Like I used to, you know, I grew up in a place where it was like, you know, really spooky at night sometimes. And there'd be creaks and crawlies and the house would like moan. And I just got scared. So these movies that are about kind of these esoteric things of loss and, you know, maybe that's something for older people or people who've gone through that. But I find it more the things that are scary or are like really physical. They make physical places scary. Mm-hmm. And you and I have talked about this a bunch.
Yeah, that's
recently.
why we found Passenger to be so effective.
100%.
One, the way that they used the camera in Passenger and the lights in Passenger is just so fucking cool and so smart with the jump scares. But two, like back roads are scary.
Back roads are scary. That's what Jeepers Creepers is about.
It's fucking creepy.
There was part of that in this movie we just watched, Breakdown.
Yeah.
With Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
You know, back roads are just scary. Like back road America is scary. There's like this middle of nowhere part of being in America that like I don't think Europe gets that rep. I don't know if it's like the expanse of America kind of has this.
You gave a little twang to it there.
This expanse of America that has this like, you can stereotype it very easily for everybody to be able to imprint on it. You know, like maybe Europe is just more dense, you know, because there's like Appalachia is just like feels, you know, expansive and just like you could, you know, totally get lost for days, if not weeks. And let alone the American West, which still to this day feels like you could get
maybe
lost.
It's because I didn't grow up as like a little European kid, but like the idea of like getting lost in the French countryside like just sounds divine. You know, I'm like, oh, stumble upon a little
what the fuck would be
cheese
scary
and wine
about
shop.
That?
Like.
Exactly, just saying it like that, getting lost in the French countryside. Like,
but can I tell you what
I'm not scared of?
Getting lost in the Kentucky countryside, terrifying.
Fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it is interesting. So yeah, so with a movie like Backrooms, doesn't scare you.
Movie like Backrooms just doesn't really scare me. Now, I don't know if that's to say that it couldn't scare me. Like,
I was unsettled by it. I liked it a little bit more than you did. Mm-hmm. And I think it's because I found some of the set design, the production design, like was really awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where the money went. And that was really freaking cool. And that's the whole thing with Backrooms is these liminal spaces, and they're super freaky and they're weird and disorienting. And that was awesome to see on like a big screen. But
you gave it 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
I would have given it 3 out of 5, but I deduct half a star for hype.
Sure. I know, which
I'm
able to overlook.
Like the idea of a space back there that you could explore and make mazes and make maze drawings of. Like, I actually love that.
Yeah.
And to me, that was one of a part that was explored, but like not really dug into as deep as I wanted. There was a lot of setup for this movie. I could have had him in the spaces more. Mm-hmm. One thing I was thinking too that reminded me of it so much. I wonder if this was a reference point for them, but it felt very, very Theseus and the Minotaur.
Okay.
Do you know the story of Prince?
Not quite.
Theseus, I believe. Well, basically, he went to go rescue, or no, this guy Theseus went to go rescue a princess in a Greek hero, mythical king of Athens. I can't believe I have this information in my fucking head. So basically, this guy goes into a lair to rescue a princess. Okay, that is being held captive by the Minotaur. And dude, just a million thoughts are racing through my head right now.
Can you just tell
Honestly,
the
the
story of the
Minotaur, the
Minotaur?
thing is that I cannot believe that there's not a horror story on the Minotaur more. Like the fact that the
Okay.
Minotaur is not more explored.
Can you explain what it is?
So basically, he goes in and he gets lost in a labyrinth. But what makes Theseus different from everyone gets lost in the labyrinth trying to slay the Minotaur.
Okay.
What makes Theseus different is he uses twine, long twine,
Sure.
to find his way through,
Sure.
to get to the center.
And
where
what
he
is the
slays
Minotaur?
The Minotaur is a man with the head of a bull.
That's what a Minotaur is.
Yeah, a Minotaur is a man, bullhead, very scary, very dangerous, very very gross, and they have like an epic battle, and it's also just terrifying. He's in this like the labyrinth is like deep and it's underground
Yeah.
and it's in like a cave structure
Yeah.
and it's littered with the hundreds of bodies of the
Yeah.
people that have come before him.
That's freaky.
To
That's
come
really
kill the
freaky.
Minotaur. So I don't know. I just feel like Theseus is dude. Oof, okay, Theseus.
Yeah.
I'm MK.
We're copywriting it.
Well, but I'm also just saying Theseus.
I hear you.
Okay. I'm so off the beaten path of where we were talking about. Can you please
I
bring me back to center?
Actually need us to stop down for a second because I need to eat a banana.
Okay, stop down. What the hell were we talking about? Talking about back rooms.
We're in my back rooms, and then we just were talking about the
US
Minotaur.
being scary. Oh, place. But I was really just trying to say that places scare me. Physical places scare me.
Well,
Yeah.
may I?
You may.
I also think that certain circumstances scare me. Like, I think a reason that I personally am drawn towards slashers is because, a dude chasing me, stalking me, scares the shit out of me. Slumber Party Massacre, we'll get into our thoughts on it overall as a movie, but a home invasion, that scares me,
Yeah.
So, like, there's movies like The Strangers and When a Stranger Calls and all these stranger movies, like, strangers scare me.
No, you're right. Fuck. Home invasion.
So it's not
is a
just
good
places,
circumstance.
it's circumstances too.
No, but that's
Yeah.
a really good one. What's another circumstance?
Another circumstance,
Is I guess like dead.
being kidnapped,
Yep.
like torture porn, like Hostel.
Hostile.
Those are scary.
But that's saying. I think that's also like middle of no. That's like Eastern
Even
Europe.
Saw.
You know what's scary is Eastern Europe is scary. Eastern Europe's always been scary.
I've spent some time there. I can oblige.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think it's such a huge stereotype.
it is. It's kind of fucked up to say. I feel like there's some really beautiful.
Yeah, we
wonderful.
may have to bleep that, dude.
We may have to.
What happens if like Hungarian money wants to come in one day? and
Oh
they're
my
like,
God, we want the Hungarian money.
I know, and you're like, well, actually, Eastern European is Eastern Europe is just like inherently sketchy.
We didn't say sketchy. We said scary.
Scary.
Scary. We also want that Kentucky money, and we said Kentucky's scary. I think circumstances. I think being kidnapped.
Yeah.
So and
That's
like
another good one. You got me there.
Torture porn. So that's Saw. That's
But
Hostel.
Hostel. Saw is not.
The Cube.
Damn, these are good ones. Wake up in a place you don't know. Fuck,
That's a
another
scary
good one.
circumstance.
The Cube was such a good pull.
Which is like kidnap. You're
the
being kidnapped.
Cube was basically you wake up in a place with very few details of what happened to you. What would you do?
freaky. That's freaky.
That's terrifying.
Oh, having to escape. That's even, and then that makes me think of movies like Room.
Yeah. Why is
You know when I know you don't actually listen. You when you go, yeah. Here's my thought.
shit, man? And you know what is interesting because I'll listen back and I'm like, man, I didn't hear MK say any of that, but I did hear it now. But what'll happen is later I will forget. But I heard you say The Room.
I said Room.
Room. What's Room?
Room is the Brie Larson based on a true story. She is kidnapped and like kept in a fucking room in this guy's backyard. It's one of those movies. One of those keep her in the back shed movies.
I think that's what Brick is too.
I haven't seen Brick.
But Brick's that German movie that was big on Netflix, which we still haven't seen.
Where the people wake up and they're bricked into their apartment.
Yeah.
I think that's different than a woman being kidnapped and like, tortured out in a back shed.
You're right. That's not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just said it was the same. But what were you going to say? You wanted to talk about Brick?
No, because I said you. Oh man, this is embarrassing. This is on film. We are not clipping this.
Hey, ADHD. It's okay.
Brick, together.
Circumstances. Together? That was freaky.
But that's them. It's like, what if you? See, I don't think that's scary. Like, what if I get stuck to somebody.
That's body horror.
Yeah. The substance, not scary.
Well, because those things people are opting in.
Yeah, opt-in is not scary.
If you're consenting to the freaky shit that's going down, and I don't even think that I'm thinking about Jeepers Creepers, like they consent, like they see something, they see the guy dumping bodies, so they're like, let's go check it out. That to me is like different than somebody being like, oh, there's this like questionable drug on the market that could make me younger. Sure, I'll take it.
Wait,
Do you know
don't
what I mean?
they see something, the guy dumping bodies, and then she gets taken, and then he goes back to get her and look?
No. They go.
And
Justin Long is like, we have to freaking do something. And she's like, no. And they go.
Yeah, and
he looks in the thing.
He looks and he falls down.
And he falls inside.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh no, it's really bad in here. And then she's like, he's coming back.
And then she leaves.
She like hides and stuff. Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. I think, doesn't she get in the car and go get help like at the diner, or they're at the diner together before this whole thing goes? Whatever. We don't have to beat by beat go through Jeepers
No, we're not
Creepers.
doing that.
I'll just say this: Jeepers Creepers is good.
But I'm just saying, like, I'm talking about just kind of like consent or lack thereof. Like consent versus like opting into the scary thing makes it less scary versus
Yeah,
you know, like
Jeepers,
something just happening to you. Like you're trying to be a good person and you're like, oh, there's a baby crying in the middle of the road. Let me go help the baby. And then you get snatched. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. It's
does
interesting.
doing a good thing and then falling into it count as, like, in the substance that she's doing stuff for totally selfish reasons.
Yeah.
And is also ignoring like every sign along the way. That's where I kind of just am like, I don't really care what happens to this character.
Oh, I mean, I really liked the substance and I cared and I thought it was really interesting and fascinating.
Like,
and,
do you care?
Brilliantly made.
But in Obsession, do we feel bad for him?
No.
But that's the same thing.
Here's my thing with Obsession. That is a horror movie for Nikki. I feel like that movie is scary for Nikki.
For Nikki.
Fuck that fucking incel bear who was like, I just want her to love me. And then like, he like is hooking up with her throughout the movie after she's being weird. Like it's weird.
Right.
I don't like it.
But it's doing stuff for selfish reasons is my point.
Yeah,
Like,
so I don't like Bear. I'm very unsettled for that movie because of what it does to Nikki.
So I think maybe as a woman, you're like, I relate to this woman doing anything to be younger.
Yeah, I think it's like, I'm like, oh, I get that. But also the
She's
substance.
not really harming anyone else.
The thing, yes. And also the substance is just so creative with the storytelling. And
What?
with
I don't think that's creative. She's saying it's hard to be a woman in Hollywood? Or which part of it, like the upper layer of it?
the way that the story is actually told, the colors that are used, the camera angles, the close-ups, the practical effects, the freakiness, all of that is so creative.
Okay.
That I think it had to be a super simple, age-old, pun intended, story of women trying to be younger to fit into Hollywood for Coralie Fargeau, not a Nepo baby.
Not an epic. Actually, her parents are very private.
Very private.
And they didn't let her see RoboCop or Raiders of the Lost Ark or something.
I don't remember the other one. To be able to be so creative with the editing and the music and the vibes and the tone and all of that, you know. I think if she was doing all
You're
of that.
a shrimp girl.
I'm a shrimp girl?
Yeah, prawns.
I'm actually not a shrimp girl.
But that's why you like it. Because it's so,
I'm like, yeah, shrimp is disgusting.
it's so terrifying to you to eat a prawn.
Yeah.
Ew.
So a close-up
Look
of
at that
it.
disgusting man eating a prawn. Give him an Oscar.
Bro, when the chicken falls out of...
Brava! Brava, sir! Look, we can agree to disagree. What are you looking at me? They can't, this is not, the audio people. Okay, so for everyone, MK's looking at me like with a honestly a scary face. It's like kind of smiling.
Oh, we also saw Scary Movie.
But like she's reached her end.
We also saw Scary Movie.
We haven't even started talking about the movie.
We also saw Scary Movie.
3 times the charm. What'd you think of it?
I really liked it. I would think I was a little too sober to experience it fully in all of its glory. But I think it's funny that they did like a nostalgia bait, requel, I think is like the word in the franchise world, while also poking fun of like all of these nostalgia bait. We're at the point with some of these horror movie franchises where it's like, oh my God, like you're rebooting it and it's a direct sequel and you have some of the original cast in it, like, so I thought it was super clever. I thought it was fun.
Whoa, you just like, that was all leading to a place where it was going to be bad and then just switched it to super clever and fun.
Yeah. I had a nice
Do you know
time.
what I mean, though? Were you kind of figuring out what you thought in the moment? Or do you not want to talk shit about it because eventually you want to be deeply tied to Miramax as a company?
What did you think of Scary Movie?
From what I can remember, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think it was funny. I like spoof movies. I think that there should be more of them. I liked them growing up.
Yeah.
I liked them as in my 20s, and then they disappeared. And bring them back. There's a ton of stuff to spoof.
There is.
Oh my gosh.
I thought some of the jokes, I'm like, meh, but I'm also like,
I don't think I could tell you a single joke.
Yeah.
Except doesn't maybe Ghostface get high and smile? I like when, I'll tell you this. I love when Ghostface has a different.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I find that so just
it's really funny.
Fulfilling and
funny.
It
is really funny. I like seeing Anna Faris working again.
Oh man, she was so funny.
She's great.
Yeah, I loved her.
We gotta put her in more stuff.
And the girl, it's all coming back to me now. The younger girl too, like the new Anna.
Yeah, she was great.
That girl was fucking hysterical.
She did a great job. She did a really great job.
I mean, yeah, like, and then even some of the tropes where you're like, you don't even need to see new movies. Like the boyfriend's like, oh, it's definitely not me. Like I'm just like, the non-threatening boyfriend.
Yeah.
Or the eerily threatening boyfriend.
Yeah.
I just thought, it's still playing into some of these like very old assumptions of horror, and not just like, it's not like reference.
Yeah.
A lot of it's like overall spoofing the themes and the general feeling of the genre.
And the tropes, yeah.
Bringing Officer Doofy back was crazy.
I thought Doofy could have stayed in the past. I don't think we needed Doofy.
No, you're wrong, and you deserve a seat in the back of the theater. Officer Doofy is absolutely crucial to the movie.
Yeah.
Doofy is the fucking Nev Campbell of the Scary Movie franchise.
I think Anna Faris is.
Hold on, let me just say spoiler to the first movie right here. Do you remember how the first Scary Movie ends?
No.
Okay, well, it's Officer Doofy. And they flash back to all these different times that Doofy's been in scenes, just like, and I think it's like because that's not in Scream when they do little flashbacks of everything clicking together.
Sometimes maybe, I don't know.
Whatever. In the end of Scary Movie 1, they do this like very typical thing where it's like someone realizing everything, and it flashes back to different moments in the movie when the person's been kind of in the background of scenes.
Yeah.
And it's Doofy each time. And then as it's doing that and they're talking, it transitions to their voiceover to Doofy just doing his little kind of goofy walk. Mm-hmm. But then the walk starts becoming more straight and narrow, and then it becomes like a model strut.
That's funny.
And then it starts panning up, and Doofy is like being Doofy, but then like puts his collar up and gets like, and he like puts his hair back and becomes like hot guy.
Yeah.
And you see that it's just a guy playing Doofy, and he's like obviously doing an incredible job playing Doofy.
Yeah.
And he takes out a cigarette and lights it in like the absolute coolest way you could ever seen. I can't believe it's the funniest. It was like their way of twisting, of spoofing the twist.
Sure.
And it's genius.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
So,
do you have anything else before we talk about the movie?
Oh my God, I have tons of stuff.
Okay.
We haven't even.
What's next?
Were you waiting for me to finish my Doofy rant?
Yeah, to get into Slumber Party Massacre.
Okay. I guess just to wrap up through it, and just this is for people. This will be more so for people. Wrap up through it. I'm gonna start, and while starting, I'm just gonna be wrapping it up.
Okay.
Okay. So, we watched a couple weeks ago Madagascar, And then we've gotten to this whole conversation about the Wild and versus Madagascar as movies.
Okay.
Now, I really very much, I forgot, I wanted to watch The Wild before talking about this.
Okay, so let's not talk about it.
Well, what I'm going to... Okay, so
Okay.
you know what? So we're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
But if you're out there, we will be talking about it soon. The Wild versus Madagascar as a concept. And kind of their relationship in the zeitgeist of movies. So if you want to get involved in that conversation...
Not horror movie related at all. But
Yeah, but it's going to happen at the beginning of one of these podcasts. If you want to watch both movies to be prepared and just mentally, you can go do that. You don't have to, though.
Okay.
But it's going to happen either way. Sure. Okay, so we're done with that. So the other day I Googled, on Blank Check, they're doing Peter Weir. And Peter Weir's last movie is The Way Back. And it's a movie about 5 Russian prisoners in the Gulag venturing like 12,000 miles across Asia to India. Okay. It's a true story, apparently. So I Google this, and my Google AI gives me the most bizarre list of suggested questions that have nothing to do.
People also ask kind of thing.
People also ask, and I'm just going to go through this because this is and I learned, honestly, what was crazy is it had nothing to do with what I wanted to know about. But it was all things that and honestly, I don't know how they would know that I'm deeply interested in.
Okay.
Why didn't Walter Matthau like Barbra Streisand? They had clashing personalities, and her perfectionism during filming and her habit of giving directing notes to director Gene Kelly on the set of Hello, Dolly.
Okay, so you're going to give us not only the questions, but also the answers?
It's very quick. I'm moving on.
Okay.
Okay? Streisand, though, was 26 of it. Now that you pried a little bit, I'm going to give you a little more.
I don't want
She
any more.
apparently wanted to do a bunch of takes, and Matthau was from this whole era where there was like very blue collar, like one take Sally. And Streisand is like 26 and giving notes and trying to do a lot of takes. Okay. What movie has Stephen King walked out of?
Okay.
Do you want to guess?
No.
Okay, it was 2007 sci-fi action film Transformers. The renowned author revealed that this fun fact on Twitter, clarifying that he specifically walked out of the very first film of the franchise.
Okay.
Why?
I love that he didn't clarify why. He just was like, no, it was the first one.
First of all, and isn't that interesting though?
Kind of, yeah. Next.
Kind of.
Next.
The next one. Why does Steven Spielberg refuse to work with Ben Affleck?
Tell me.
Are you interested?
Yes.
Dying to know, right?
Tell me.
So this is what I was reading about. Okay, take it easy,
tell
guys.
me.
I'm getting sassy looks. He refuses to work with Ben Affleck over an awkward confrontation on a family vacation, box office concerns, and personal friction. So basically what happened is there's this pool incident where basically Spielberg claims that on a vacation, his young son pushed a fully dressed Affleck into the pool as a joke. Affleck gets a little upset and throws the kid back in. The kid cries.
Oh.
Hates it.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, kid, you pushed a guy in a pool. You're going to get pushed
Also, Gwyneth Paltrow is Steven Spielberg's goddaughter.
Okay.
So they were dating, and I'm sure Affleck was not. Apparently that's a thing too. And then he basically was going to be in some movie from 2006, and Spielberg vetoed it and was like, I will not have him in, and cited like his breakup with Jennifer Lopez and kind of his like public persona as the reasons being. Interesting that a personal grudge like that, don't fuck with your goddaughter, also does illustrate the importance of godparents in your life. And the movie is Man About Town. And apparently he, quote, goes, I just don't like to work with him.
Okay.
Done. You're done with that.
Yeah.
But get this.
It's just not horror movie related, so I'm
despite
losing
Bad
interest.
Blood, the two appear to put the dispute behind them because in 2013, get this, Argo beats Spielberg's Lincoln for Best Picture. That's kind of fun too. Mm-hmm. Okay.
So how do we know they put the beef behind them?
Well, because they hug.
Oh, okay.
But isn't that interesting that like after Affleck can't work with Spielberg for years, full circle comes back, becomes a director, and beats Spielberg? That must have felt cool for Ben Affleck. I think that was a very worthy story to tell on this podcast. I thought it was like unbelievably fun Hollywood goss. Okay, this is the next one that comes up.
How many are there?
Just a few. Why did Robert Redford wear 2 pairs of undies?
Why?
That's what it says. He wore 2 pairs of undies on the during intimate scenes on the 1973 film The Way We Were to protect himself from infatuated co-star Barbara Streisand.
Did they also not give him like a dance belt or anything else?
Moving on. Which three movies got 17 Oscars? The Lord of the Rings is the answer. And that's it.
All three of them?
I think so, but I'm not going to look into it because I probably would have to Google it because I don't think it has it in my screenshot.
Oh, okay.
But it was more so not even just to say that.
Okay,
like,
so you went down a crazy internet rabbit hole.
no, it's not a rabbit hole. We explained
It's a
this.
rabbit
It's
hole,
not
John.
a rabbit hole. A rabbit hole is you go to one thing, click a link, you go to the next thing, click a link, you go to the next thing, click a link, you go to the next thing. This was 8 topics presented
and
to
you
me.
clicked them all.
Nope, and I undid each of them. You know what it was? It was meerkat holes. Can you agree? It was different little holes of different rabbit holes. I could have then gone down. They presented to me so many openings. That's what I thought was so interesting. And I could have gone
Loving
down.
this physicality you're doing.
Explain to them. You have to tell them.
John's looks like a puppet master right now.
And I'm showing what?
all the little meerkat holes.
The little meerkat holes. You know,
Because you're just like popping down.
I'm looking down.
Yeah.
And I'm going, well, that's a crazy hole. And then one pops up over there.
Yeah.
So
you're telling me you didn't click one of these links and it took you to an article?
no further link. There's no further link. I can't.
Well, there's probably a source. It probably took you to
No, I didn't. I was so fascinated because you have to imagine I'm seeing all 8 before the tab is open.
Yeah. So AI...
So I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
You know, AI
I broke
is insane.
it. I broke its AI.
Well, you didn't break it. It was broken.
I'm so fucking wacko. Oh, you think maybe? Yeah, maybe they. I think they just like. Do you think? Oh, see, this is where AI gets.
But here's the thing: is I googled exactly what you googled to fact check this, and then all my AI questions were actually
directly related to the way.
So
back.
yeah, I think maybe your ADD Google has learned this guy likes to know random shit. He's gonna click. The more random, the better.
The more random, the better.
He'll be
maybe
clicking.
like it like the
So-
most barest thread.
Yeah.
Peter Weir met Barbara Streisand.
You go
once.
click.
I was fascinated.
Yeah.
Walter Matthau, I also loved to think that he hated Barbara Streisand, like boss.
Can I read the
No, you absolutely.
Oh, can I do it this time though?
No, you can't. I also have one
not?
more thing to say.
Why can't I?
Okay, we're gonna start talking about the movie.
What you said you have one more thing to say.
We're gonna start talking about the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But you just said
that's my thing. I have to say.
is that we're gonna start talking about the movie.
100%.
Oh, John, you're killing me. Maybe I should have eaten more than a banana. I think I'm a little hangry.
Why did you eat this little chocolate little thing? You can eat another podcast.
No, that's crazy. Okay, are you gonna do the recap of Slumber Party Massacre?
Listen, this movie's not gonna be hard to go through. Okay.
So also, I just want to add. Actually, I want to say something. I want to add a couple names to my horror female directors. I mean, Amy Holden Jones, who directed this movie. She's a little out of the game, I feel like. But Amy Holden Jones.
No, she's not. She's had 106 episodes of a show she created.
I'm talking about the horror game specifically. Is she currently out there directing horror? What the heck did you just do to your job?
I popped it.
That's crazy. Because I was talking about the contemporary, like the women who are out there making. Okay, yeah. So Amy Holden Jones, though, we're gonna give space for her today. We love
Major.
this movie. Was all of these movies in this franchise were directed by women, which is dope.
Yeah.
So it's really fun. But a huge one that I blanked on when I was listing them: Nia fucking DaCosta. Hello.
Who?
Bone Temple. Candyman. Right? We love
it.
her. She's great.
No,
but
I do love both those movies.
Bone Temple was Bone Temple was this year. Don't
I thought
forget.
Bone Temple was better than the first one.
Bone Temple was so freaking good. So I just wanted to add that to that. Okay,
Love it.
I'm gonna eat my little snack while you do the recap.
Well, hold on a second, ma'am.
What, you don't want to do that now?
No, but I just want to talk about Amy.
Holden Jones.
You know, I think one thing with horror directing is that, and we talk about this sometimes, it's not about, I don't think, like graduating out of it, but there's a lot more money in other stuff.
Horror is a way to break into the industry. Yes.
Whoa. I wouldn't even say it to break into it and then also to learn a lot about it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I think.
Because you're usually working with low budgets.
Yes.
You're having to be very creative. Tension and release can translate into literally anything else.
Totally.
Comedy,
Comedy
thriller,
is that.
action,
genre,
everything. Yeah.
I think that, you know, and even graduating, I don't know exactly, they were like, just if you're like someone who's like, I want to always get bigger and really create stuff bigger, you know, action is a great, like Sam Raimi, and even I like him doing like something like Send Help. Wait, am I confused? No.
Sam Raimi directed Send Help.
Yeah. coming back and doing like, I'm going to do a small budget kind of horror movie, you know, and also, you know, be up in a place where I can always be going back and doing crazy action movies, you know, and even other kinds of stuff. But I just, I think Amy Holden Jones like did an incredible thing and then, you know, went and got out of it. You know, she wrote Mystic Pizza.
It's amazing.
And all the Beethoven movies. That must have taken up like 6 years of her life. Just being like, yo, you're on this like crazy paid situation. You're going to be reporting to work at a lot.
Getting Disney checks.
Working in one of those like offices you see in the movies where you take a little golf cart from your parking lot to some little beautiful little like fake office building that's like on set kind of. And you just write in some space and then you go to the cafeteria and you go back home. And
also,
that's just your life.
She's a showrunner of a Fox TV show,
Then
right?
she does that later.
So talk about golf cart living. I mean, she's literally a showrunner, so she's always in that little golf cart.
Fuck, dude.
She's got that showrunner parking spot.
That's so... I think that's like one of the coolest careers you could have is like start up directing and then really just like translate, you know, into writing and show running and like... TV seems really cool too. Like what a cool, fun, consistent gig. Like I think people underestimate TV directors and TV actors and just TV everything.
This is actually kind of interesting. The DGA, Directors Guild of America, just settled their new agreement, their terms. One thing that they covered that I saw in the bullet points, two things actually relate to this. One is from now on, people that direct the pilot episode of a TV show, their credit, pilot directed by so-and-so, is now going to be on every episode of the TV show.
Oh, whoa.
So, like, the people who set the tone, who really, like, establish the show, you know? So, like, and that's kind of maybe sounds crazy for, like, shows that get canceled after 2 seasons. But, like, think about these shows that go on for 16 seasons, you know what I mean? That person is going to be credited because they, like, created the show, essentially. So that's interesting.
I think that's great.
And then also, there's this new rule, and it started getting a little too technical, and I was like, I'm not going to read further into this. But essentially, there's a new rule about who can direct episodes of a TV show, and you have to have like it's like a certain credit or something like that to essentially. People are pointing to how Noah Wyle, Dr. Robbie on The Pit, is directing a bunch of episodes of The Pit.
Okay. People
are like, so the star of the show is taking jobs away from career directors because TV directing is that's career directors, you know, just like people who like are, you know.
But why is that a bad thing? They don't want that?
They don't want they want some more protections in place to where career directors can make a living directing episodes of TV and it not just be the star of the show gets to direct an
Robbie's
episode.
Trying to set himself up for, you know, show doesn't get picked up for season 5, let's say at that point. He can now translate to becoming a director. The guy's got it. Robbie's got to eat, bro.
I again didn't, well, but he's the star of the show, so he's already getting that paycheck. So now he's also getting the director paycheck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe he can direct one. He directed a bunch.
So yeah, he directed a bunch. So I
He should be able to direct one.
I think there's like I think what they've done is like it's like a cap per season or
one per
something,
season.
and then also like the people who get the job, there's like a more of a process.
What happens if you're a star and you also direct the pilot? I think if you set the tone of your own show, you can direct as many as you want.
I don't know. I didn't read all.
But that's my guess. No, that's my. I'm telling you how I feel.
Well, they're at the very
If
least now
I'm-
going to get the pilot directed by
If
so
I'm
and so
MK
on
Cop
every episode.
and I write not just a pilot, but like then a whole treatment for a season, and then I direct the pilot to set the tone for it, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to direct the pilot to set the tone, but the next 7, you get picked up, greenlight HBO, you direct the pilot. The next 7 episodes will bring in different directors, okay? Season 2, Season 3, though, I want to reserve the right to like maybe I direct 4 episodes in a season. Once I start getting the hang of being in the show, having written everything, I can like put a season ahead of time. I think as someone who auteured, like who created the show, I think you should be able to take that job away.
The creator of the show is the showrunner.
No, but I'm just saying, okay, but I'm saying if you're the actor, like Louis C.K. created his show Louis and wrote every episode, right?
Okay.
So he should be able to direct.
You're saying right as if I know. Just tell me that's what he did.
That's what he did.
Okay.
Okay, well, how about Larry David, if you don't want to talk about Louis C.K.?
Okay.
Larry David created Curb Your Enthusiasm and writes every episode.
Okay.
He does not direct anything.
Okay.
But I think that Larry David should be able to direct every episode if he wants.
Sure. And because you're saying he's also the star.
Because he's the star, but more so my point is because he's the creator.
They're not limiting that. Only thing they're limiting is they don't want the stars of the show. They don't want actors to be directing all of these TV episodes.
And I'm saying if you are an actor in a show, but you also happen to create the show, you should also be able to direct as many episodes as you want.
Okay.
If you're the creator.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, write a letter to the DGA.
Well, we don't know if that's true. We have no clue. They may say that.
I don't know.
You know. And what do you mean saying the showrunner is usually the creator? Or is it sometimes? Is it usually? Like who like Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David weren't the showrunners of Seinfeld.
I think it's usually, but I do also know showrunners like get hired.
I do know that guy Bill whatever
like you can just get hired to be the showrunner.
Who's that Charlotte something whose dad is a showrunner, famous he did Scrubs and stuff.
I have no idea, John.
Bill.
No idea.
We talk about it a bunch. He was a guest on Rick Glassman. Bill Lawrence. Charlotte Lawrence is the artist. Bill Lawrence is the dad. Bill Lawrence was a very, very famous showrunner and creator of shows.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just a musician.
Bill Lawrence?
Charlotte Lawrence?
Yeah. Charlotte Lawrence is the musician, correct?
I don't think so. Gracie Lawrence is the musician. Gracie and her brother are in the band Lawrence, and their dad writes music. He may also be a showrunner. I don't know, though.
Okay.
I don't know who Charlotte Lawrence is. It's on. It's on Do Not Disturb. My phone is...
I mean, it's so funny. We've talked about this person.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. She did the Birds of Prey soundtrack.
Okay.
She has all of these...
I don't know her. She's a musician, and her dad is a famous showrunner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bill Lawrence. You know what it is I'm going to play you a Charlotte Lawrence song that we're going to have to bleep. But I'm just dying to know if you know this song. Okay. So I don't even know what we're going to do.
We just cut all of that. Yeah.
I may have to clap in right
Just
there.
cut all of that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
John just played me a bunch of Charlotte Lawrence songs. He goes, we've talked about this girl song. I've never heard of her, never seen her face, never heard any of those songs.
We've talked about it, I swear.
Really
but
haven't.
Anyway, Bill Lawrence
was
a creator who was a showrunner. Moving on past this.
It's not always the case, though.
Slumber Party freaking Massacre.
The OG.
Are you ready for me to do it?
Yeah, go.
Opens on a town. Newspaper. Russ Thorne escapes. Mom and dad leaving girl alone. Creepy neighbor, question mark?
Do it like a slam poem. Yeah.
Music. Outdated. Guys come across. Hot carpenter. That's the first death. She gets dragged into a van. Meet our cast in a school basketball game. Girl. High school shower scene. Titties. Ass. Wide shots. MK likes. We see the killer with kids leave school. Girl goes back to get the book. She gets killed. Starts following another girl. Fake out. Another fake out.
Oh.
Drilling peephole. LOL. Another fake out. Creepy neighbor. Slumber party begins. Maui wowie. Are there two sets of sisters? Girls be girlin'. Young sister steals play girlin'. Whisked alone straight hurlin'. Neighbor is out. Killin' snails gets killin'. Girls be girlin' playing tricks on each other. Power goes out. They be twirlin'. Girls be girlin'. Boys are there. Girl gets drillin'. She be dead. Open door. Pizza guy is dead. Chaos starts to ensue. Boy gets garage. Discovers another body. He goes to garage. Discovers another body. He gets got. And the girls be girlin'. And the pizza be eaten. And there's sorry. Well, at this point, they're eating it. We're done with that.
I'm like, you've missed a lot of plot details, I feel like. But...
Girls be girling is me basically like... we'll talk about it then. They're eating pizza over the dead body. Guy tries to get inside, gets drilled. Did you like my slam, though?
Yeah, but it was good, and then it got weird.
But when I was going into it?
Yeah, because I could tell it was strained. I could tell it was forced. The flow tightened up. It wasn't you anymore. It was a little inauthentic.
Who'd you think it was?
I don't know.
Lil PP?
You remember Lil Weenie? It was Lil Weenie.
That's what I was trying to reference.
Lil Weenie.
MK and I saw anyway.
Yeah.
Another
This guy one time in a movie theater, the show wasn't started yet, and this guy was freestyle rapping to entertain the crowd.
It was crazy.
And he went by Lil Weenie.
So they're eating the pizza over a dead body. Guy tries to get inside. Girl gets drilled. Girls be girling, discussing death. Killer sneaks in behind them. Another girl dead. That girl ends up in the fridge. Girls consider weapon options in the tool room. I thought that was cool. Trying different weapons on the tool wall. Little sister trips killer. Girl comes in and stabs killer. Another girl stops him. Killer loves them. Girl gets cuts his hand off. Chaos fight. Machete through chest.
Wow, you really did not necessarily lock in on this movie.
What
You
are
just
talking
have
about?
girl, Trish, Courtney, Valerie. Like, who are we talking about? You know what I mean?
I did not catch their names.
Yeah, that's because you weren't locked in on the movie, I don't think. To your credit, we've seen this movie before. So I think you were like, oh, I don't have to. But like the fact that you thought there was two sets of sisters, it's just the one. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, at that point, I ask you, are there multiple sets of sisters? And you go, I don't know.
I go, I don't think so. No. Why do you think there's multiple
Okay, MK and I
sets
are
of sisters?
officially in a fight. The rest of this podcast energy is probably going to be weird. She didn't like my She goes, do it like a slam poem. I tried my damnedest.
You were doing great.
And you put me down. And then you're saying I'm not locked in. I'm just going to say you're 0 for 2.
Okay.
I need a warm fuzzy.
I love you. You want to play footsies again?
No. Yes. Your feet are actually freezing cold.
I really
Show the
just-
cameras.
No. John. No. Levi's bugging. It's funny my feet are cold because I'm hot. It's hot in here.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so Slumber Party Massacre.
Yeah, I guess you're saying I'm not a fan of this movie. I'll say it. I think this movie...
You're like, I'll say it. I am not a fan of this movie.
I think this movie besides...
Can I tell you what I think you're going to say?
Tell me.
I know that's so annoying, but I just feel like you've been talking a lot and I want to talk now.
Please.
Okay. I think there is not a lot of character development or arc in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And girls be girlin', you know? There is just a lot of chitter chatter, not much else going on. And I think that is boring to you. And I think the sum of its parts, this movie is just a little like sleepy and a little not super captivating.
I want this movie to be better than it is. I think that...
It's the best title of the movie.
It is the best title
best
ever made
freaking
and the
title.
best poster ever. And like the drill is scary. I think that the drill is very scary. I think it's very No Country for Old Men.
Uh-huh.
With that guy's like it's like a tool, using tools like that. I think is also very unique.
Freaky.
So I think that's great.
Yeah.
I do not think the killer is scary.
Yeah.
Or more so he
We
is
see
scary,
him so
but like
early.
we see him so early. And he's also just like wearing all denim.
Just like a dude.
And maybe it hasn't aged well, but like that's a cool guy's outfit.
Yeah. He's not
Cool
creepy.
guys wearing all. Man, I was thinking, I was like, in the early '80s, is all denim like scary, or is it like that's like a sketchy weirdo? Is all denim like or like a pervert?
I think it's like honestly something about the 70s and 80s, these early slashers, is like a lot of it is like fear of blue collar. You know, it's like the mechanic jumpsuit, the janitor's suit, the
Whoa,
like
this
that.
is the smartest thing you've ever
you
said.
know, and so I'm sure the denim on denim, it feels a little maybe blue collar.
You should write like a small essay called "The 1980s Fear of Blue Collar America."
I won't because I didn't come up with this. So
Oh, really?
yeah, this is something that I've sourced with all of my just researching about all of these slashers and all of these tropes and stuff.
Well, I
so
think that's a very astute
I don't
point,
think
whoever
it's an
made it.
original idea enough for me to write my own essay.
Or more
on
so,
it.
is it not just like a fear of blue collar America, but it's like almost like because it's a lot of blue collar America watching it. It's almost like them watching torture porn of them getting to get back at higher class people.
That's also possible.
You know?
Yeah, that's also possible.
Like, look at all
but I
those
think
rich
it's just
fucks
like
who get to go to summer camp.
and live in suburbia. Totally.
You know, look at all those
Yeah.
fucking assholes. I didn't go to fucking summer
Yeah.
camp.
Yeah.
I was a latchkey kid, bro.
Look, I'm sure it's that, but I think it is also like, what do these little white kids have to be scared of? a man in a mechanic
And,
outfit.
you know, if I can't, and I bet these kids who are horror kids who live in these basements, especially growing up in the 70s and 80s, these don't strike me as kids who are outdoors at summer camp all summer.
Mm-hmm.
These are people who are probably left alone, trying to watch movies on TV late at night.
Mm-hmm.
Parents are gone or being whatever they're doing. And that's like the community of people who watch horror, are these people who are like inside watching movies. Yeah.
I think that the reason the Ready or Not movies are so successful financially, even if there's perhaps some weird plot devices going on and perhaps maybe they're not the greatest movies ever, is because it's really fun to see Samara Weaving take down a bunch of like super rich people. Like now it's not just like, let's watch a bunch of upper middle class kids in suburbia or at summer camp get got. It's like, let's watch a young woman take out the highest of high elite, you know? Like I think that's where we're at now, is people are like, eat the rich, i.e. like, but now we're talking about billionaires. We're not talking about like eat the middle class, upper middle class who can afford summer camp. It's like eat the billionaires. You know what I mean?
I think even it's like the people have gotten richer now. So like a movie like Ready or Not, these people have to be like absolutely upper echelon people. But even in a game like something like Hunger Games, it's like these, you're ultimately wanting to see the first layer of people,
people
meet their downfall.
Yeah.
You know, I'm wondering about like Obsession, Saccharine, Passenger. You know, those are all movies where it's like, I wonder if I'm trying to think of to connect it to something from the beginning of the conversation. If circumstance movies are more about really seeing bad things happen, like to people,
to certain groups of people,
and they have to inherently be, even if like you're connecting with them, they have to inherently be wealthy, because then that can at least just justify right off the bat.
That I think, right, of course. I mean,
Something
and that's
bad happening
and
to
that's
them.
like, I know what you did last summer. It's easy, you know. Some of these, they're just like rich assholes, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, your dad has a real estate like empire."
Well, one of them is,
well, let's watch that kid die now.
Yes, exactly.
You know?
Being rich makes you
kill him.
Easier to die in a movie.
Yeah.
And usually, the lower the class, the more likely you're going to survive,
or be the killer still. Honestly.
Yeah, which is all crazy. I this is all, I guess, getting above our pay grade. And we can go back to the whole point of the movie.
Oh, now you don't want to talk about it anymore?
It's too smart for me now. I don't know what to say. I'm done.
I don't like that we see his face so early on. I do like that we see, like, I'm like, I feel like it would have been more effective if like the van kill was super effective. That was freaky. And then if Linda, when she gets killed in the locker room, which by the way, I love that you wrote when you were talking about the boobs, but the wide shot, MK likes it. I thought that was funny because I do love the locker room scene. I think it's...
That wasn't even written down.
Oh.
I just said it.
You just said it. Oh. Well, I do like it. I like that.
We talked about it. Yeah.
And like, I feel like it would have been more effective with Linda's death if it was like the car kill where we don't see him yet. Like, I don't want to see him until they see him through the window. Who is this guy? You know?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
And I guess like, because it's clearly not, well, I guess it's not clearly not a student, but like it could have, well, no, it's clearly not a student because the newspaper and the radio is like escaped serial killer.
Yeah, Russ
like it's
Thorne.
Clearly Russ Thorne, you know? So, but I still think not seeing Russ could have been more effective. That being said, like, I do think the movie is really well directed. I do think the movie, it's interesting, like the script, if you were to just do a table read of the script, perhaps it could be a little like, what the fuck are we doing, you know? But these girls are just so pretty. Their boobs are so perky.
I think seeing enough tits.
Their costumes are so cozy and fun. You know, the slumber party aesthetic with the weed and the pizza and the gabbing and the talking to the boyfriend on the phone and the beer and the strawberry daiquiris. Like, it's all so fun. Like, the environment is so fun and so cozy.
Slumber parties are fun. Pizza is fun. Pot is fun.
And I think
parents being out of town is fun.
Perhaps
tits are fun.
Like, this is kind of a perfect movie to play at a slumber party and
no one's paying attention.
Talk over.
Everyone's chatting.
Pizza's
and you gotta
here,
lock
you know,
in for a
and
scene.
I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean that in like I find this movie honestly kind of like in a violent nature. It's not overstimulating. it is a horror movie. It's a slasher. These women are getting brutally murdered. And these men too. People are getting they're getting got. But it's not like horrifying and disgusting and overwhelming, you know? And it's just like vibes. It's just vibey.
It also like does lean in, even though I get bored in it, it does do like everything a slasher should do.
Yeah.
And I think that by doing that, especially so early on, it's just reinforcing the genre, especially when it's so young.
Yeah.
And
like they did it, they put it out at the time.
Yeah, so I think that it's a very important movie in the canon of horror. I give it the sum of its parts, and this is what I knew. I don't think there's really much to talk about in this movie. If you haven't seen it, I mean, we just said, it's a slumber party, and a guy comes in, and I went through the whole
serial
thing,
killer. Yeah.
and kills everybody, and he like is in love
People
with them.
hook up, and
Yeah.
there's booby close-ups, and it's fun.
I give this movie a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
I give it a 3 out of 5 dick drills.
Yeah, I also give it 3 out of 5 dick drills.
So we're kind of on the same.
Definitely. I think because it's really like solid.
Yeah.
It's really, you know, but it's not yeah, it's lacking in certain ways. Like I think like the performances are great, but there's not like the standout, you know, Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis performance going on in this movie. So it is just but it's an ensemble cast. It's a sleepover of girls. It's a squad of girls, you know?
Also, I may not like, it's weird giving it a 3 out of 5. I'm like, bro, you don't like this movie though. But I respect a lot about it. And I will say this, I've seen it. This is like maybe my third or even my fourth time.
Yeah, maybe our fourth time seeing it.
Seeing this movie because I keep thinking the first like 1 or 2 times I like couldn't quite lock in on it because clearly I don't like it. But I then keep coming back to it.
Yeah.
Thinking I'm going to kind of like this movie more.
And that's because it's not a bad movie. Like it's not like, oh my God, I can't. It's just like not a lot goes on.
No.
So you're kind of like, oh, I could see that again because I don't really remember it.
Right.
That's because there's not really
a lot
much to remember. Other than like some just weird sort of dialogue-y things that I'm also like, how much of this was ad-libbed, you know,
But
whatever.
the vibes are immaculate.
There's a playgirl. Like it's vibey.
I think the sets, the
It's
design
vibey.
of it is amazing.
The costumes are great. I mean, inspo for one of the
Totally.
costumes in Slay.
I was looking at the. I forgot to bring this up while we were watching. I was looking at trying to figure out like not figure out, but I was trying to just experience the color theory of this movie, and just to the point of this movie felt like we talk about color theory a lot. It's been kind of at the forefront of a conversation the past maybe 6 months since the beginning of The Witchening and stuff like that, and I just thought a movie like this looked so good to the place where I don't think they
It was so natural.
That's where I'm getting to it. They just didn't overthink it.
Yeah.
It was simple. It was easy.
Yeah.
There's no reason to overthink it.
No.
When it gets so stylized, it's just you have to be so careful
Yeah.
with everything. I think someone who actually does do it very well in a stylized way that is natural is Terrifier. I think Damien Leone, whenever you watch that movie, I'm always like kind of blown away by, you know, like the Lucky Charms when they spill cereal, it's like Fruit Loops in a scene, and it's all red and green cereal on the ground, and I'm just like, man, they just sourced the cereal, like, you know, that's a lot of color. You could just spill fucking cornflakes and be done with it. Anyway, what were you gonna say? You MK. For the people who aren't watching, MK looked like she was about to say something.
Well, I just I think it's not natural. Like it's very. I think, it just I guess it's good for the world because it feels like a circus. Which Art the Clown is a fucking clown.
Totally, they
So.
don't look, but they doesn't.
But they
look,
also like they're coloring it. They're lighting it for that, and they're coloring it for that. So
Yeah, I just think Terrifier 2 and 3 look really good.
Yeah.
Especially 3.
Yeah. I mean, 3 they got budget and they got like a big camera.
Yeah, and I just think it looks really good. But also, I'm just like saying they're just being so like they're doing so much with it. You don't have to do that much.
Yeah.
You know, I think I even prefer movies more that don't really do it that much. I don't think like the John Carpenter, and I'd love to go back to one of those movies and watch like scenes from The Thing, you know, and just really try to take in the color. Even maybe especially like scenes from like Escape from New York.
Yeah.
Or something that would be maybe a little bit more colorful.
I was about to say those because I feel like The Thing is just very like icy.
Totally. It's got to be a lot very blue though, wouldn't you think?
Yeah.
But I kind of don't remember. And then also, but even though maybe it's not, like, I just want to go back and rewatch some of those movies because I think it's just, I think, and I think The Witching looks great.
Yeah, and for The Witching, it was honestly more of like a analogous color theme, and like then with like a little pop of blue at the end.
Yeah.
You know. Okay, speaking of The Witching, John and I are packing up, taking a little road trip, going to Knoxville, Tennessee next weekend. This episode comes out on Friday. Next Friday, we are driving to Knoxville, Tennessee to participate in...
Tell the camera.
To participate in...
FrankenCon.
And we're going to be there all weekend with a booth.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have props from The Witching and from Slay. We're going to have merch. We're going to have cool vintage horror shirts for sale. And we're going to have some headshots and some stills signed by the actors of our movies. And also The Witching is having its first public screening, part of the Franken Film Fest at FrankenCon, which I believe is Saturday night. Check the website for more details. And we're super excited. And if any of our Joe Bob Briggs Companion Podcast listeners are in the Tennessee area and want to go to FrankenCon at the Knoxville Airport Hotel, not the airport, Knoxville Airport Hotel, come see us.
I think it'll be a really fun time.
Come say hi.
Yeah, I'm excited.
We're going to have a blast.
I'm very excited.
And we're actually doing a giveaway. We're giving away free passes, Friday passes and Sunday passes on the Crooked Teeth Films Instagram account. So go check that out.
Our booth, like we've put a lot of work into it.
You guys, we have so much merch.
What's so funny is that actually I was thinking about it. We have not spent that much money on merch. We've spent like $300 on merch.
Okay.
Because it's all really tiny things. We've made like very cheap buttons.
Yeah.
Very small.
But they're high quality.
Stickers.
But they're high quality. They might be cheap. They may be because we bought them in bulk.
Yeah.
But you guys are going to get
we didn't really even buy them in bulk.
You guys are going to get a bang for your buck. We've got some cool, unique items as well.
Totally.
This shirt is for sale. I'm wearing it today.
And we're gonna print some of our own shirts too.
Yeah, we have merch of our own.
So
this is our first horror convention as vendors. We're very excited.
Yeah,
we went a little nuts with our booth. We want to make an impression.
Totally. I wonder if their table is gonna be smaller than the one we've been practicing on.
Is the one we have 6 foot?
I don't know. I haven't measured it.
You haven't measured it, bro. We got to do that literally ASAP because they're giving us a 6 foot table.
So anyway, we're going to be there. It's going to be our first time going to a convention. I can't wait, honestly. We have the craziest looking backdrop coming. Dude. And do you know when it's arriving?
No, but it's on its way.
Oh, I'm so excited
to see it. It's on its way. You guys, there's cardboard cutouts of our killers from Slay and The Witching. And I'm just like had a vision. If somebody came up to us and was like, I'm a listener of JBBCP.
I'll shit my pants.
I'll scream. Please come through. Come say hi. FrankenCon, Knoxville, Tennessee, next weekend, June, whatever that is, 25th through the 27th, I think. Are you okay? You disassociating?
I'm thinking about
about fans showing up?
I'm just thinking about Crooked Teeth Films.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're the CEO. Can I be the
I think you're
CBBO?
Which is what?
The Chief Blood Boy Officer?
Yeah, I was going to say you can be the CCO, Chief Creative Officer.
Oh, I'd love that.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I'd love that.
I'd love that. Oh, you like that?
Adore that. Oh, I'd absolutely adore that.
So that's really exciting.
FrankenCon. Be there. Be square. Slumber Party Massacre.
I have some trades.
This Friday. And then the next episodes come out in July. 2 episodes. Thanks for tuning in. That's this week's... No, I'm joking.
Okay. Okay, let's do some trades. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know the video game... video game Dead by Daylight?
Nope.
Okay. It's apparently like a really famous horror multiplayer game. Okay. Blumhouse Atomic Monster and Behavior Interactive have tapped Thordor Paulson to direct the film adaptation of Dead by Daylight.
Okay, check. I don't know the game.
I don't either. Okay, this is exciting.
Okay.
And this is where people are like, when like Obsession was coming into theaters, people are like, have you heard of that movie Obsession? And I'm like, bitch, I heard about it when Focus Features acquired it last year. Like, I love keeping an eye on the trades to know like what's happening in the festival circuit.
Of course you do.
Because then you know what's going to be big next summer.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I tell you what we're going to be talking about next summer?
Mm-hmm.
Breeder. Independent film company and Shudder buy Breeder ahead of its Tribeca debut. Which is also, I've learned something that people do to then like get it super hype. Like they like, the deals will already be done, but they're like, oh, let's like announce it before the Tribeca debut. So then people go to see it at Tribeca. So then it gets even more press.
Hot.
Interesting. But it's a horror film. What do you think Breeder's about?
I think it's about someone who has to like force a woman to breed a bunch of children.
Okay, interesting. Breeder is about a deranged poodle breeder.
Okay.
But I think based off of just what I read, I think a dude gets trapped there, and I think maybe he's got to breed with the poodles. I don't know. How freaky. It sounds weird, right? People are going to be talking about Breeder.
Oof, I just had a crazy idea for a horror.
Okay.
But I don't even want to say it. Let's keep moving on.
Because it's
remind me
Breeder?
later that.
Okay. Okay, so I'm excited about Breeder. I wonder if they're going to change the title, though.
I hope they don't.
Me too. Because that's insane. It's a good title.
I think that's also what they call it when
Yeah, it's a term.
gay guys come in your butt.
Yeah, it's a term in the gay community. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
In case you didn't know.
Rocky Horror Picture Show,
Yeah.
which you've never seen.
Due for a remake.
You've never seen it.
No.
I don't think you can remake that movie. It's so perfect.
You can remake it.
We need to watch it,
Okay.
but I think we may wait and watch it because it's going to be at the, drumroll please, The Sphere.
Oh, that's sick.
2027.
Of 2027.
So next year.
Okay.
It's 2026.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Rocky Horror motherfucking Picture Show.
I love it.
It's on Broadway right now, so it's having a bit of a moment, which is exciting. And, you know, Wizard of Oz, they sold so many tickets, made so much money, that they're going to do Rocky Horror Picture Show this year. And I don't know if you know this, but Rocky Horror Picture Show, like, any sort of live screening of it, it's a very interactive.
Oh, I know.
There's a call and response.
I will say this. I used
People
to...
wear costumes and throw
my
props.
buddy John... Oh,
We'll bleep that. Bleep the last name.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
He's a
buddy,
private citizen.
my buddy John
Yeah.
used to love horror stuff.
Yeah.
And he would always want to go to midnight screenings of it. And then he would always tell me, like, people dress up. And
Yeah.
so I
and
didn't
you,
know
like,
that.
throw
I like
stuff.
heard of it for such a long time.
Yeah, and oftentimes too there will be a shadow cast of it, which is where people are live acting it out, like lip singing along to the movie.
Yeah.
So you really, it's like very interactive. And the Sphere, we saw Wizard of Oz at the Sphere, and there was like they were dropping apples on us. There was wind and the
They
tornado.
did not drop apples on us. They dropped leaves on us.
And foam apples.
I don't think...
They did. You don't remember the foam apples?
Foam apples?
Yeah.
Okay.
You remember?
I don't.
Well, because there's the
But
scene
it's okay
where
if I don't remember. It's okay.
It is okay.
It's
but
okay.
it's not okay for you to go, no, that didn't happen when it did.
You're right. But it's okay if I don't remember.
It is, of course.
It's okay.
Of course it's okay. So Rocky Horror Picture Show, I think it's going to be really interesting. It's
That's
also,
gonna be fun.
it's just going to be really fun. And I really, really, really want to watch the movie with you now.
Can we watch it together?
Yeah, but I'm thinking,
Or should I watch it alone?
no, let's watch it together. I
And
haven't
then
seen it.
say what I think back to
I haven't
you.
seen it since high school.
I mean, it used to be on TV. Isn't it with Rick Moranis?
You're thinking of Little Shop of Horrors.
Oh, okay. I've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show.
And you've also never seen Little Shop of Horrors.
That movie was on TV a lot. Like, I've seen it with, like, a talking vine who's like, hey, everybody.
Yeah, Audrey.
I'm the talking vine.
Yeah, she pretty much. Go, feed me, Seymour.
Yeah, like, I've seen it, and he's like, this is getting out of control. I've, like, seen it in, like, weird parts of it.
What's Little Shop of Horrors about?
Man, you know what? TV was good.
What's Little Shop of Horrors about?
he starts a flower shop and then in New York, and he gets like a little tiny vase vine from like a person, or he buys one, or it's in the shop but it's there. And then it starts getting like out of control. So he moves it to the basement.
How is it out of control?
It's getting too big.
Okay.
So he moves it to the basement, or it's in the basement the whole time.
Okay.
But it's by the end of it, it's in the basement of the shop, or it's in the back of the shop.
And it's just too big. That's
and it's getting way too old, but it's eating stuff.
Stuff?
People? It's eating people, and he's like, you gotta stop eating people? Is that why he's like, you gotta stop? I guess it's eating people.
And the plant goes, feed me, Seymour.
And Rick
Feed
Moranis
me.
is Seymour?
Yeah.
I always thought it was so weird that Rick Moranis was in that movie.
Little shop of
Yeah, and then there'd be
horrors,
songs in it,
bop,
and I was just like,
little shop
what
of
is...
horrors,
I wasn't really into it.
bow.
Little Shop of Horrors.
Little shop of horrors, bop, shoo, bop. And they talk about Skid Row. Down on Skid Row.
Doing a... Yeah. keep going.
Downtown, where the lights are low.
And what's the next one?
Downtown.
Immediately transition to...
Oh. Suddenly Seymour standing beside me. A matchbox of our own. A da-ba-da-ba-da. A Zumba.
Is this... Oh my God. Okay. End the clip. And cut.
And cut. Okay,
what's next?
What's Rocky Horror Picture Show about?
I don't know.
You have no clue.
Yeah, I don't want to say any movie that has the name horror in it. I don't want to say it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is a trade that I just thought would be interesting for us to talk about.
Well, that's what all the traits are.
Well, but they're all usually also like related to like horror or whatever. Okay. Maggie Gyllenhaal is adapting a movie for Warner Brothers. She's writing and directing and producing. Develop, produce, and direct. And I just think this is interesting.
Because of The Bride?
Because The Bride
Well, we'll see if that ever gets made.
under-delivered.
Let's see if that gets made.
But I just thought
Let's see if that movie fucking gets made.
I thought it was worth noting.
Listen, I
You know?
pray that Megan Gyllenhaal can enter the hallowed halls of great female directors. It's not like The
Let's
Bride
just say great directors.
was like...
We don't need to qualify female.
Yeah.
Let's just say great directors.
Well, I don't know if she's going to enter that hallowed hall.
How about this?
There's a lot of movies out there.
She's directing again. And it's perhaps because the Gyllenhaal name goes far in Hollywood.
I think that she can bank one. I mean, it has to be that Jake's financing it, or she's financing it. I mean, she was in a bunch of movies.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, okay. I just.
What do you mean you don't know what?
I don't necessarily know that it's like because her brother's financing it. I just think that she's a name in Hollywood. People will go to see the movie, but I just think it's interesting that she's still working.
I don't think that people will go see any movie because Maggie Gyllenhaal directed it.
Okay.
And then I think they'll see it if like Jake Gyllenhaal's in it.
Sure.
But I think he has to be like kind of very prominently featured in the movie to really bring people to come see it for Jake Gyllenhaal. Maggie Gyllenhaal directing it, look, it's not nobody. It will move the needle like more than John McCallum directing a movie that no one obviously give a shit. She has a name.
I would give a shit.
She has a name people recognize. Maggie Gyllenhaal. It's Jake's sister. I'm curious about so many of those things. If it'll get made, how much it'll cost, what's going on with it. But listen, I like Maggie Gyllenhaal. I hope that it happens. I may be sounding like really cynical about it, but I didn't love The Bride.
Yeah.
But I
just think it's.
I'm down to see Maggie Gyllenhaal's second crack at it.
I just think it's interesting because we were like, oof, like maybe this is it. But
no, and I think that's also a glimpse of this. Rising tide raises all ships.
Yeah.
If they're giving her another shot at it, they're in the business of giving another shots for people in general, and maybe it's a unique scenario that'll make more sense down the line if it's like, oh well, this movie's going to cost $8 million or something like that, or but. And maybe it costs more.
And maybe she learned a lot on The Bride and is going to.
Maybe she walked into a meeting and just absolutely sold them.
Possible.
And she was like, I learned something.
Yeah.
We have a better writer, a better screenplay, a better concept. you know, she's proven at I can adapt an idea. I can adapt it.
Put it
Whether
on
it was
screen.
good or not,
I can work with the team.
I've
and
adapted something
promote
before.
it, and we can do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it had a lot of promotion. Christian Bale was down. People will work with her.
Yeah.
She can probably get good actors.
Yeah. So interesting.
Fun. Is that the podcast?
We're watching Widow's Bay. That's the podcast.
And Love Island.
Yeah, but that's not relevant.
Okay. We'll
Love
see you
you.
guys in 4 weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
But maybe we'll see you at FrankenCon in person
Yes.
next weekend.
Even though these next episodes, we may look almost identical to how we look now. And we almost
Yeah, I'm not
maybe
gonna, like,
kind of
shave my
acting as
head.
if it was like maybe a couple days from this moment, possibly. But it will, for your reality, be 4 weeks from Friday.
Yeah. And there won't be a dog. It was nice to have you.
All right, clapping. We don't clap out.